If you're feeling lost in life, you're about to see why this is a really good thing. When you feel lost, when you feel like you're losing in life, like you don't know what to do, like you're confused, like what's the next step, and you don't want to stay in a state of inaction, right? But you don't have patience. You don't have patience to be where you're at and to sit down for a little bit, to take a breather for a little bit, because that's really what life is asking you to do. What if I told you you're not actually feeling lost, or you're not actually lost, but you're actually finding yourself? You're actually giving yourself time to slow down and to figure things out, and it comes to you when you allow yourself to relax, to be in the present moment. You'd be surprised how much space you create for things to come in. So, first off, we need to change the perspective of what's going on. You think it's a bad thing, but it's really a good thing. When you can start to find the gift in what's in this phase of your life, because that's really what it is. It's a phase. It's a stage. It's a moment in time that's passing in your life. And it's asking you to look at something. Maybe you need to reevaluate yourself. Maybe there's something to heal. Maybe there is an opportunity for self-empowerment. There's something there for you to look at, and it's not just happening for you in a negative way or happening to you. There's a reason for it all. There's an old saying that patience is not inaction, just like force is not strength. Right? Brute force. So you think because you're sitting and you're in this waiting phase that you're stagnant. But patience is not inaction. It's a strategy. Sometimes you wait and you wait and you wait. You know how many times I've had to wait for something to come in? And I'm not saying to not take any action. You know, if you have that inspired action within, go for it. But when you least expect it, the answers always come. That old cliche saying, right? But it's so true. There's so many times where I was just in a very frustrated state, and I decided to prioritize self-care, and I would recommend you do that as well. And I would go do a meditation or take a nap. And I remember one time I did that, and I had this dream where I was in a classroom, and the teacher was speaking, and this guy next to me, the student, had a question. But it wasn't time for the question, right? The guy was going to be interrupting the class in the dream. And the teacher said, what if, right? Because the guy had a question he wanted to ask. And the teacher said, what if it's not supposed to go as planned, right? Something like that. It was such a profound message in a way. Like, what if the classroom is not supposed to go as planned? What if? And to me, that was telling me, what if life is not supposed to go as I thought it was supposed to go? Because we get so fucking linear with our thinking, and we're not that smart. We're not that smart. But when you can trust, when you can surrender to the moment and let go of expectations of yourself, because that's also too, when you allow yourself to be without expectations, you start to tap into peace. You start to allow things to come in. You're no longer in this energy of trying to control and control and control. And the irony is giving you less control when you're in that frequency. So what you want to do if you're in this phase, enjoy it. Be there. Sit down for a little bit. You'll know when it's time to start taking action again. I promise you. It always comes. You'll be driving and you'll get this idea and you get excited and you're like, this is it. This is the next step. This is what I need to do. It's crystal clear. But your impatience is what's causing stress, and you're creating your own suffering in a sense. It doesn't have to be that way. At the right time, at the right place, the right moment, you're going to get what you need. You always do. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Phil Good, but I remember he would always say, you're always where you need to be, because if you weren't, you would be somewhere else. Meaning, like right now, I'm here recording this video. If I was supposed to be somewhere else, if I was supposed to be doing something else, then I would. You got to trust that. You got to trust the path that you're walking. It's a unique path that you're creating for yourself. You're not supposed to be walking somebody else's path. You're walking yours to find yourself, to become the most evolved version of you, right? The newest, the best version of you. That's what's happening right now through these struggles, through this inner conflict. Maybe there's limiting beliefs that have to be let go of, and new stories about who you are and what's possible that needs to be created. Maybe there's a new purpose coming in. Maybe there's a new opportunity coming in. You see, you don't know what's really happening, but you got to trust that it's working out for you. Something I always love to say I got from one of my mentors is life always goes my way or no way at all. And especially in these phases where it's difficult to trust. That's a nice little affirmation or mantra you might want to tell yourself, because the universe has your back, and it's not just creating suffering for you. Your spirit is not just creating suffering for you. Not many times I've gone through many hiatuses where I've sat down for 2 weeks. I didn't work on anything. I was just being. I was living and working out, doing boxing. And once I took that time off, I had so many ideas come in during that time and then afterwards, because you create the space. Your CNS is not burnt out and you actually be able to tap into the true frequency that's been trying to be expressed. Because when you're on go 24/7, it's very hard for you to tap in. It really is. So if you're feeling lost right now, empowerment is coming. A new version of you is coming. New opportunities are coming. Trust it. Trust it. Let this phase be what it is. And when you least expect it, the answers are going to come. And it's actually a good thing. Again, I can't tell you how many times I felt so lost and like I out of control, and it was perfect. It always makes sense in retrospect. All right. Much love, guys. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe. And also right now I have my brand new course out, Courage Unleashed. It's really going to help you evolve to the next version of you. It's going to help you create the life that you've been itching for, the life that was always meant for you, because you're going to get all this stuff out of your way. All those stories, all the things that have been blocking you and stopping you from seeing your greatness. That's going to shed. All right. And you're going to be able to really unleash your courage in so many ways. And your most authentic self, it will be expressed and not suppressed. All right. So go ahead, check it out. It's in the description box. I believe in you. You got this. Go unleash your greatness.